Now the little shad pole by Strike King, made by Mr. Crappie, he designed it. It's got that little, fat little body, you know? So you get, well, I think you get those bigger bites with the bigger fish. And that little bit of current and wind, and if you're fishing a real calm area, that little ball on the tail, just real slightly shake it. But when I got a breeze coming in like this, a little bit of wind, I don't have to do anything. It's like throwing a live minnow in there. It just shakes, goes up and down, moves around. Those crappies see it, and they're so structure oriented, whether they're spawning. Right now there's pre-spawn here in Ontario, and they're holding to trees, lily pads, milfoil, cabbage. So when it just drifts by, whoa, they're right on it. And I got it on B&M Sam Super Sensitive with a B&M little reel and gamma 6-pound monofilament and a little cork. You know, go to any big box store, they got them. Real simple setup. That's the fun thing about crappie is it's real simple. You know, you don't have to make it technical. You just can fish from a tin boat to a bass boat, whatever your budget is or whatever you want to fish with. But that little Strike King shad pole, you see, it catches those big, fat slabs. That is a nice crappie. Look at him trying to go into the bush. Look at him trying to go into the bush. Look at him shaking his head. And he is in the boat, dudes. Yes, yes. Good old shad pole. Even on an overcast, temperature dropping, cold morning, that's a nice little chunky fish. But you know what we're after with the shad pole? Is big, fat slabs. So I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna let you go. You go back to the tree? Bye. He got attitude. Okay, let me show what I'm doing. You don't have to cast when you find a tree like this in the water. Now, those branches stick way out, so I just do little underhand pitches, put it in a spot, let it settle. If there's a fish there, he's gonna show you. See how it's bouncing? Just bouncing all on its own. The wind just pushing it in there like that. I just do a little lift once in a while. That's it. Patience is the key. But those big fat slab crappie, some of them sometimes are like bass. They control the spot. That's their little spot. The big fish. Close as I can to the tree without getting stuck up. Let's see. Where's slab? Oh yeah, slabby. It's crappie. Look at. Splish splash. He's taking a bath. Da 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 da. Oh, shad pole, man. Honest to God. Look at that little thing. Oh, see again? You know, really sharp hooks. I don't play around, you know, seriously. When it comes to crappie, bass, I don't care what I'm fishing for. Quality gear. But when it's a slow bite like that, you know they just barely touch it. Just, you got to make sure you get them. Because look at that right there. See that right there? That little spot right there is where the hook was. And that's where those fish shake and bake and come off. But again, we're fishing for monsters, so the nice ones get released. Go on.
Tools of the trade. B&M Sam Super Sensitive 7-foot. 7-foot 2-piece pole with medium light action, 7 guides plus tip, suggested line strengths between 4 and 8 pound test, Dynaflow guides for smooth line retrieval, cork knob handle for outstanding balance and feel. Suggested retail $54.99 US. Visit bnmpoles.com.
Oh, I seen a big flash. My God, big flash. Oh, that was a big crappie. They're sitting more at the front of that tree. Oh my God. What a light bite. Oh my goodness. Those are nice slabs. I gotta get a pig out of here, dude. Pig. Look. Oh my God. Look. Why is it the smaller ones end up in the boat? Now, on any day, you say to yourself, that's a small crappie? Okay, I know, it's a nice crappie, but it's not a bragging size. That right there, all across North America, is eaten size crappie, maybe 11-inch, but I'm hog hunting with the shad poles to let these ones go. far as how deep to fish, you know, if I'm fishing 4 feet of water, I'll make the float about 3, 3.5, 3 3/4, you know, almost near the bottom when I'm fishing this kind of stuff. When I see those fish are suspended, I'll obviously shorten it up. But that little slip float, I'm fishing about 4 feet of water, and I've got it almost 4 feet. The float's here, the little bait's there, so by the time it sinks, remember, it's still going through the strike zone. It's falling. So if they're there, they're gonna turn and eat it. But if I'm not getting any bites, I'll shorten it up. But usually when I fish an area like this, I'll use a longer lead and let that bait fall through that zone where they are before I'll make it short, or sometimes they don't want to come all the way up and eat it.
Strike King Mr. Crappie Shad Pole. 2-inch length, comes with 15 per package. Designed with darting action of a thread-fitted shad. Has a squiggling tail like a tadpole to trigger big slabs into a feeding frenzy. Great for flipping, dipping, trolling, or shooting docks. Suggested retail $3.79 US. Visit StrikeKing.com.
Back into the honey hole, huh? That was a slab. That was, looks like a big crappie. Let's see. Oh, I think it is too, dude. Oh yes. Look at that. That's what we're looking for right here. Look at that. Look at the size of this thing. Good thing we get that Fravel in there. Oh lordy. Wow. Shad pole, dudes. I gotta tell you, man. I told you, look at that. You talk about a soft bite sometimes. It just popped out in that little net. But that's how it is. You get big, fat slab crappie like this. In days and overcast like this, you gotta pick baits that the fish bite, hold on to, and eat. And the Strike King Mr. Crappie Shad pole right there, I got it in a little pink head with the little purple haze. It's called purpley with chartreuse, but that's what you can get right there. It's got the old-fashioned hump head. When they start getting too big, they can't get long, they get big. Look at that. That's what you talk about when you say slab crappie.